point. You can put your tape recorders up on the table if you so choose.
I just thought that was a tremendous college basketball game, tournament basketball game. I thought our guys showed unbelievable character, played with fantastic poise. When you're down 8 in an elimination game, I thought these guys really hung tight, hung together. Whether it was the production we received from our guys off the bench, I thought Jason Brickman controlled that second part of that second half, and then everybody else just made plays. Just really just made plays. And I'm just proud to be the coach of these guys because the fortitude that they showed tonight.
We'll open up for Q&A. Please identify yourself and your affiliation. We're right here in the front.
Chris Warner, BrooklynFans.com. Talk about the contributions of Kenny, Arnold, and Booker off the bench.
Just tremendous. When we got in foul trouble, what Booker did was phenomenal. But I think that's what people have been asking us all year about our depth. We're bringing off 2 seniors off the bench in Booker Bucks, Mayorga, third and fourth forwards, and they really just made plays. They're taking charges, offensive rebound, put back. Arnold was tremendous. He had that stick back. He had he played great defensively. And then Kenny, I think we all knew Kenny was going to back that one in. We all felt pretty confident. It was the biggest banked free throw we've had in our career. No, but it's been like that all year. I mean, those guys haven't played as much because these 2 guys to my right have been monsters this year. So you have a hard time taking them out. But for those guys, when they get called upon in an elimination game to respond like they did, that's just a lot of credit to them.
Other questions right over here, Stanley?
Mark Hale with the New York Post. I'm just curious, you have the same exact rematch as last year's championship game now. Last year, overtime win for you guys. What do you remember about that game? And also, what do you remember about playing Robert Morris earlier this season?
Well, I mean, it was a great basketball game, very similar to what we saw tonight. Obviously, to go to overtime. I think both teams are a little bit different, though. It's going to be both, Robert Morris and LIU in the finals, but both teams are a little different. It is going to take exactly what we had to do today to win that basketball game. We need to play with great poise. We need to trust each other. We need to play better than we played at Robert Morris. They outplayed us at their place. They're going to the conference championship game for the 4th time in a row. They've been there. They know what it's about, and it doesn't surprise me that they're there again. So I think it's going to be a very difficult challenge for us, and we'll deal with it tomorrow, to be quite honest with you.
Questions for the student athletes?
Hugh Darcy, ESPN. For any of you guys, your experience last year winning this tournament, playing the NCAA, and a close game like this in this situation, do you feel like that experience that you had last year really helped you in this situation?
I feel like that experience has helped us throughout the season. Being with big players back 4, 3 starters coming back actually. It keeps us poised in situations where we're down 8 with 6 minutes to go. It's not we don't have players thinking, "Oh, it's over." We know it's not over to the clock is 0.
Yeah, I can say that in the huddles and the timeouts, there was no nervousness. There was no anxiety. They really all kept their poise. They just kept talking about getting stops. Just got to get stops. Just got to get stops. And again, it's a credit to these guys keeping their poise in a tough basketball game.
Don't touch on putting up the buckets. Jason, like Coach said, you were able to control part of that second half and kind of keep you guys in it. What were you able to do? And this is a game you were called on to score. What's that like?
I just want to stay under control, keep my poise. I have a great team around me, great coaching staff, so I just want to be under control.
Yep. Julian, for you in particular, I think you hadn't scored yet in the second half, and all of a sudden you hit that, driving layup, and you got the free throw on the foul to tie the game. Were you kind of deciding to be a little bit more aggressive at that point?
I mean, yeah, I feel everyone else on my team on the floor can do the same thing as me at all times, so I don't have to score it all the time. That's what's great about being on a team where everybody can do the same exact thing as you. You don't have to be a star player where, I'll be scoring out, but, if I see an open lane, I'll drive, and that's something, I was able to drive and get that score, so, it did help me reboot back up and was able to go back and score a few more times, but I don't feel as if time gets down, I'm the one that chance to do it, everything, because everyone else can do the same exact thing.
For Julian or Jamal, these guys are a great rebounding team. How are you able to kind of neutralize them on the court?
I mean, that's something since my freshman year coach has said. This team is amazing at rebound. They have Buddy, a few years ago. Now they have Ike and all the big men. Somehow they get are great rebounders. So, I mean, that's something that we focus on for 4 years now. And we go in there and, that's the number one thing on our plan. Everyone pays attention and knows that's something we have to do. And if we out rebound them, then we definitely give ourselves a great chance to win the game.
And everyone knows when you hit Quinnipiac in the locker room, the first thing you think about is rebounding. So,
Number one in the nation.
yeah, so when you take care of that, you'll put yourself in a situation where you can win the game.
For any of you guys, any of the players, can you guys just talk about your excitement at being only one win away from going back to the tournament?
Still right down here.
Jay.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I feel I have more experience from last year, and I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a good battle. It's going to be really physical, and tougher team's going to win.
For any of you guys, teams like Iona and Wagner may have got a little more attention this year for various reasons. They both lose today. Is that something that kind of motivated you guys a little bit?
Not at all. We're not one to pay attention to the papers.
No offense to you guys.
No offense. My Seahawks, I love you guys. But we just take it game by game. We can't feed too much into who's getting the press, and they were winning, we were winning, and yeah.
I think it's good for them. They got all. I mean, last year we were the ones who got all the publicity, all the papers, because no one really knew about us. But now we're known, and people say. I think that as people just say that they're doing the same thing again. So, I mean, it's great for Wagner and all those guys to get all of it, and then at the end we'll celebrate if we're the ones that have it. But to me, it's something that doesn't really matter if you get all the publicity or not.
Anything else for the contingent from LIU? All right, guys. We'll see you on Monday night. Thank you.
Well,
We have